light music on to make sure you can still hear me talk and you can hear the rattles and bumps and horns and noises of the city. I have been working a lot lately, and I have not had a chance to get back and answer a lot of questions. I feel bad when there's 30 comments and I don't get a chance to get to them. So I kind of wait until the next day or next night and where I can sit down and answer them all. I don't want anybody to feel left out. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, there's so much to see. So much. And for $9.99 a month, you can access over 200 videos plus. I'll be adding more videos to it every week, and it's called the members only. It's a nice way to show your support if you're interested in doing that. If not, at least subscribe to the channel. Let me know you're here. And I have noticed a lot of people with the comments, they're not even subscribed to the channel, and I just kind of want you to take a moment, just hit that button. You don't have to hit the notifications, just show your support. You know, I don't make any money off these, but knowing that people are enjoying it is really a big thing for me. I've always been into going out for rides and exploring things, and now you just kind of get to go along with me. Besides me acting like a crazy man and just talking to nobody. That's you over there. All right. Yeah, if you look to my right, that old entrance right there you just seen, that was for the old Dunes Theater. I've had quite a few people ask me about that. And this green building over here, there used to be a Burger King. It's the only place I've ever got food poisoning in. I ate a Whopper and I was sick for almost a week. Yeah, I got bad food poisoning there. Coming up to Route 20, you see that building over there? That red one? That right there used to be the Ponderosa. Right behind it, that was the Kmart. And over behind these buildings, that's where the old Zara's used to be. So yeah, anyway, I thought that for today's episode, since it's just random, which I like, I'll just go take a ride and do a little bit of Miller. Have no real destination. As I get there, I'll think about it, and don't expect me to do a whole lot of talking, but I will definitely be talking. So I'm gonna put on some tunes, and hope you enjoy the ride. Let's get it. Yeah, all that back there, that's all been used up. That's where the old Zara's was. Used to be. And back there in that plaza, actually, there was the first Aldi's that I remember, that I know of. It was back there. They repurposed it, as you can see. They're into selling trucks and stuff like that now, which is a good business. I predicted it 6 years ago. People say, is Gary gonna make it come back? It'll never be the way it was. Nothing will ever be the way it was. You know? But we are crossroads of America, so I believe that the money is going to go into a lot of other things like phone services and trucking, which is big money, and that's a good thing. As you can see, they're building a brand new structure. They used to sit at a gas station, one of the sketchiest gas stations you ever seen. This is it right there. And here's the charter school. A lot of people have asked me, where do kids go to school now? All these schools are closed. There's one of them. Heading down the back roads to Miller. It's a bright, sunshiny day, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity. I was making a run. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to let you jump in the passenger seat and enjoy the ride. So, hope you're enjoying the ride. Looks like we just missed out on a little train going by. I tell you what, back in the day, this was a very sketchy spot to get caught by a train. It was so dark. And you're just sitting there, and you feel like somebody's gonna pop out of the woods right there. And a lot of people back in my day used to walk. So you'd have people walking up and down this while you're sitting there in the middle of the night. It's crazy. American Legion is gonna do our left up here. And my grandmother and my mother and my aunt were all members of it. And now it seems to be kind of fading away little by little. It's still open, but it's definitely not like it used to be, that's for sure. Right there. I think we're gonna take a turn down here, and if you look right there, I have a video of the City Hall. This was a big deal back in the day. It's when Miller got annexed by Gary, and they fought and fought for this building. Now it just sits there, and it's sad. I have a video on that. Look up Miller Town Hall on the page. You'll see it inside now. Right across there, that empty parking lot. That used to be Ralph's Foods over there, and Wilco back in the day. That's been torn down. I've documented that inside before they tore it down, and now that's all that's left. And after the demolition, Marquette Apartments, Fire Station number 7, and we're coming up to work school. And I'll tell you what, I never ever would have fathomed that a school like Wirt or Lew Wallace would look the way it does now. It's been closed down, it's falling apart. They were supposed to do something with it, they fell through. Just like the Jensen Center on Broadway. You know, somebody bought it, they held it, they backed out of the deal. And I believe that a lot of it has to do with the city maintaining cleanliness through the city. What I mean by that is there's so much garbage everywhere, and it really is unappealing when you see all that garbage sitting around. You don't want people coming to your town and seeing garbage. You don't see that anymore. I mean, anywhere. I do quite a bit of riding around. I mean, I don't do interstate or anything like that, but I'm definitely all over Indiana, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, you know, Wirt School right here to my left. I just see big people post pictures, exploring guys, that they're inside of it, you know, and it's all falling apart. You know, they had it all boarded up, and there was police sitting around. Now it just seems like they don't care. I mean, I always wanted to stay away from that one, but hey, this weekend we go out and it's open. I guess I'll go take a look too. Maybe some good. There's a car sitting back there now. You know what? I'm from Gary, and there's a lot of people that know the channel from Gary, and I try to do it with pride and respect, and that's the reason I stayed out of that one. You know, I've seen the inside of it, and it was wide open. They boarded everything up. I've never released a video. I actually deleted the video because I felt bad. You know, like, I don't want people to think that I broke in here and I'm the one videotaping it. No. But like I said, it's a shame. See, people from Chicago come out here, and you know, I mean, they have no real attachments to it. Come on, let's face it. It's just like me going to Chicago. I have no attachments to those places, but these places I do. The Marquette Pavilion, and you know, I try to show respect. But if it's wide open, and there's other people online, and they're posting pictures of it and videos of it, I gotta go see it. I mean, why not? You know, the people that watch the channel, they want to see it too. It's unbelievable that they just leave these big, huge buildings open like that. Like I said, I watched Lew Wallace get torn down. I went to Lew Wallace, Franklin, Bailey, Lew Wallace, and Kennedy King. To see these places just fade away is one thing. To see them get destroyed little by little until they look like Lew Wallace did, I'm sure Wirt's next on the hit list. It's got a big, nice auditorium, swimming pools, all that, and there's nothing they can come up with And it's right there, spot on in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing they can come up with, anybody, to invest or do something with that building. It's unbelievable. I mean, even the sell it to somebody, and they're usually from out of town. They just come and tear them down. But hey, you know what? That's not my fight. I'm just out here videotaping these places. I have no monetary investment in them. But if I had the money to invest in a few of these places I've seen just go, I would. The problem is, everything you do out here anymore in the year 2023, it requires a gun. Everybody's got a gun. Things have gotten dangerous, since I started exploring. 6 years ago, I got 6 years under my belt, 1,500 videos. I've seen a few things. I've seen a lot of things that people just would not imagine. It's like that, from everything from the garbage to the good stuff to the abandonment. I mean, I go down streets that I walked all my youth, childhood, and they were always nice. Not one thing left in the yard, and now they're all destroyed with garbage everywhere and tires. The city really needs to find out who's dumping these tires out here, because I've been coming across quite a few of them. If you don't think I'm telling you how it is, I mean, this is not just dropping off a couple tires on the side of the road. These are truckloads of tires dumped right in the middle of the parking lot. No shame. The city needs to come up with some kind of, it's like they patrol the seats It's like they patrol the city ordinance. They have somebody riding around here, set up some deer cameras where they got dumping problems at, and catch them, and shame them publicly, and arrest them, and fine them. Send some kind of message. But no, they'll go after some guy taking a picture of an abandoned building that's been sitting there for 3 years. It blows my mind. It happens more often than you think. People walk up to us or yell from across the street, "Hey, what are you doing?" Or stop by in a car, just taking pictures of video. For what? And then you sit there, and the first thing goes to my head is, where were you at when all this destruction and littering was going on? You don't see none of that, but you see me out here videotaping it. It's amazing. And trust me, it takes a lot longer to unload a truck full of tires than it does to just get out there and videotape something and walk around it. It's been abandoned for 20 years. It's fallen down, but Jerome Prince 2023 is actually, this is March 2023. So I'm saying this, Jerome Prince is coming in, he's trying to do all he can do, but the mayor can't do it on his own. It takes the people of the community, and this generation, this younger generation, they move and act differently. They don't care about that. We used to pick up litter if we'd see it. I had a best friend, Mike Bolden, growing up, and he hated it. And I used to always laugh at him. He'd go down, he'd have a baggie or put it in his pocket. I've seen him put cans in his pocket. It's like, that's gross. Man, better looking at litter. It's just a can. He goes, yeah, but it adds up. And Jada's family lived next door to us. Their mother would go around and collect cans. So if we seen them, we would crush them, carry them over there and give them to her and throw it in her little box in the backyard. People cared. It seems like now they just don't care. All right, I got a choice to go right or left. Let's take a right. Let's go down by the beach. And now spoil you all. Usually I do like 10-15 minute videos, but I'll spoil you with the drive up Lake Street. This is going north. Those apartments have been there forever. This is North Lake Street. We're going over the bridge. If you look across, you can see, it's garbage. You see how pretty this view is? Let's park that park over there. Look at that. Oh, that's a pretty picture of it. I love riding around Gary. Gary's such a beautiful city. It's just a shame that the few have to mess it up for the many. It really is. Some things you can't help, People grow, they lose their homes, they die, they move away. That's one thing. some of the stuff that I see going on here, that's just ridiculous. It really is. It don't make no sense. It had that much litter. I couldn't imagine my kids growing up and walking past litter like that. Anybody remember that spot? And yes, I've done a video on it. We got construction all over the city. There's so much going on right now, and hopefully Gary can get cleaned up and get himself back on track, because let's face it, Gary is in a prime real estate spot as far as everything. Commuting, trains, trucking, shipping. You know, we got Lake Michigan right there. Over there used to be a bathrooms and concession stand. I did a video on that for you, told that. But this is the entrance. I'm not sure what that building is anymore, but I know it's always had some kind of business in it. Oh, and another thing, every time they do construction, they do that. They never clean up the street afterwards. They'll halfway clean it up and just leave stuff laying there. But hey, outside contractors, right? Let's head on back to us. We go up south, and I think I'll finish it off over by the property where the 12 and 20 used to be, and we'll call that a that. There's actually quite a few things to see on this little drive here. I remember as a kid coming down this way, there was always people hanging around this bridge, and it was pretty sketchy. It really was. It was always kind of dangerous back here in the mid 80s. You didn't mess around. And then you got, you know, the nice spot like the beach houses and the beaches and all that. When you get off these little back spots like this, so that building right there, I cannot remember, but a lot of people have commented that used to be an ice cream spot. Talk to me, let me know. You remember the name of that building right there? That's that brick one. I know it's it, but I just can't remember the name of it. It was, I don't remember it growing up out here. I remember in that spot people selling fireworks. And it was a big deal back in the day. You know, you get good deals, buy those bricks of firecrackers for a good price, you know. Everything's good in the hood. Good prices. Excuse me. Still some nice homes around here. I mean, they're nice little small homes or older homes, but they're still nice. It's nice to be able to live by the beach. I mean, except for the wintertime, but you know, it is what it is. I've never got a chance to live by the beach. My cousin, well, my aunt, my mom's sister lived over right by Wells Street Beach, and we used to go over there and park and go to the beach all the time, but I could never go out to the beach like 3-4 days in a row. You know, I get so burned. And my cousin Adrian, bless his heart, he'd go out there and he looked like a piece of leather and just keep on going. That's back when I used to drink whiskey too. So, you know, being the hot heat and drinking whiskey is not really the smartest thing to do. The old projects are back there. Did a video on this one right here. Little Miller Food Mart. And as you can see, if you want to timestamp anything and tell me what was what, you know, please feel free to do that. I like that. There's no building. Not sure what that used to be back in its day. These ones right here. The greatest sign in Miller. They misspelled that, and that sign has been there forever. Instead of dunes, they put dunes. All right, here's the main section. Right in the middle of Miller, Lake Street. Wow, we got almost 21 minutes. Time flies when you have a nice little ride, doesn't it? There it is, the old Miller Drugstore. All these buildings up and down here. Miller Bakery. Which, see, this is what I'm talking about. They refurbished it. Tiny's Coffee Bar now, but it used to be Miller Bakery. The old dry cleaners. Believe it or not, that place is still open. And these buildings right here, I do not remember what they used to be, but I know we used to hang out right there. Thumbs up. They used to have a basketball court, and that see-through fence right there was a wooden fence. And we would go back there and on a hot summer nights, shooting basketball, drinking pitchers of beer, and you know, we'd play some horse for whoever lost had to buy the next round of beer. That made me a good basketball player. Miller Pizza right next door to it. It turned out to be a nice little ride around, huh? As soon as I said that, I get stuck. As soon as I said that, I got stuck. You see that? Down there, I actually went to that elementary school. Or, well, it was kindergarten at the time. And I got hit by a car, and I'm walking my bike up to get air in it at the gas station down here when I was a kid. Pretty traumatized. I still got the big old scar on the inside of my leg. Like right there. Yeah, Miller Pizza. Good food. Been there many, many times. Never disappointing. If you're out this way, try getting you some Miller's Pizza. You won't be disappointed. Now the rest of it I can't really speak for. Sandwiches and all that. You go there, I go for pizza. You can look down Miller Avenue down there. And the 12 and 20 bowling alley has been ripped up, and they have repurposed it. That's what I'm talking about, for the train parking lot and all that. So if you're on the South Shore, you know, you go to Chicago, or you work in Chicago for whatever reason, you want to get on there, you can actually park there and go now. I think that's a good step. I mean, people are going to get into that, you know. All right, I'm not going to hit 20 there. Public school district. One of the buildings that are still around, and then I actually went to as a kid. All right, here we go. Looks like we got a good day to film this. Look at what's going on. All that was a garage. Let this car go around. That's what they're building. Brand new. Still building it, see? Alright. I hope you've enjoyed this ride along with me as much as I've enjoyed having you along with me and hanging out with you. There it is. That's where the 12 and 20 bowling alley and all those little stores used to be. And now they're not. And you see what's going on. A lot's going on. People in Gary, Indiana, if you live in Gary, if you love Gary, if you're from Gary, whatever reason that you're here, if you just enjoy the content by curiosity, I really want to thank you. It is a positive hobby for me to do. It's a reason for me to get out and do things. And I enjoy doing what I do. Thank you for keeping it fun for me. I appreciate you all. All right, well, stop sign. The video's over with. Once again, for $9.99 a month, you can see behind the scene videos, Too Hot for YouTube videos, and personal videos. And it's a great way to show your support. If you'd like to get on that, I'd love to have you there. If you're not subscribed, come on. Just hit the button. You don't have to pay nothing. Just subscribe. I want to say Gary, Indiana will always be in my heart. And Doing these videos is very therapeutic for me to see what's going on. I was waiting for this car just to pull on out. Watch for more videos to drop, and the best way to do that is to hit that bell for notifications. Look, they cut off the street right there, by the way. See? They cut it off. That's where the lure and the Frankenstein and all that used to be. Etna's ahead. Maybe that'll be on the next video. We'll see. See you next round. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. God bless you, and do the right thing. Don't litter.